Today, we're going to take a look at a burning candle. We're going to focus on the flame. This flame's developing as the candle develops. There was paraffin in the wick, which I was able to ignite. The candle is made up of paraffin, which is the fuel, and the wick, which will wick the fuel up. Let's let this flame mature a little bit and we'll check back on it. All right, let's check it out. It's been burning for about 15 minutes and you can see the cone of the paraffin has burned away. The paraffin is in fact the fuel. It didn't melt down the sides. It in fact burned up through the flame. You see the heat of the flame will melt a bowl of paraffin fuel, which will then, through the fibrous wick, be wicked up and feed the flame further. We're going to find out that the dark region of the flame is not burning. That is where the vaporized paraffin is, the fuel. But it hasn't burned yet because it hasn't come in contact with the oxygen in the air. The only burning is happening on the edge, the outer edge of the flame. We see that the wick is glowing red at the tip, and we'll find that that's the only place where the wick is burning. All right, let's check it out. Show that the flame, the dark region of the flame, is not burning. I bring in a card and I let it be scorched. And you'll notice that the scorch mark is a ring, showing that it's only burning on the outside. Another image where I show you that the flame is not burning on the inside. It's literally hollow. I have a screen mesh here that shows the hollowness of the flame. How about that? We see that when we put out the flame, we get a trail of paraffin vapor, which can be reignited. Let's take a look at that at slow motion. I have here a glass tube that I'm going to put inside the flame into the dark region. And I get out this white smoke, which is in fact the vaporized paraffin. So you can see that I can burn it elsewhere. I'm basically taking the paraffin out of the middle of the flame and burning it elsewhere. Yeah. Recap, we realize that the paraffin is the fuel. The heat from the flame melts a bowl of liquid fuel, which is then wicked up the fibrous wick. The heat will vaporize the fuel and feed the flame. We realize that the dark region is not burning. It's from the scorched card, and that's because the paraffin fuel has not had access to the oxygen in the air yet. And that a wire mesh shows us that the flame is hollow, and once again, not burning on the inside, because the paraffin fuel has not had contact with the oxygen yet. It only burns on the outer edge. Saw that we could relight the trail of paraffin fuel. We found that I was able to take a glass tube, put it in the dark region, extract out some vaporized paraffin, and burn it elsewhere. Finally, we were able to realize that the only part of the wick that is burning is the glowing red tip. So there you have it, an introduction to the combustion of a candle flame.